All right, we're going to do a little end of the week redneck rundown of some of the metrics from Grocerlist Pro because not a lot of people do that in Build in Public, and I think it might be interesting. We're only going to do the website today, so if you guys want to see stuff on my onboarding funnel and other things as well, go ahead and let me know. And I will do a follow-up if I feel like it. So first things first, we turned on PostHog on the website. Here's the website here. It's grocerlistpro.com. We turned on PostHog a couple days ago. And before that, we're using Google Analytics data, but I'm not going to show it in this because we pretty much went on the stores on the 10th. And so it's okay to me that the data is starting there. But what you'll see here is that we had a couple days of actually pretty good viewership. This is maybe like 7x what was happening previous to that. And then it kind of blew up here, and it blew up today. And we're going to talk about that real quick. So first of all, the floor on this, I believe, is from, I call them my ship posts, which is just me saying ship, 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 ship. And then I go ahead and have like a list of commits that I did. And here is a pretty good one from the other day. So that's a pretty gnarly list of commits. And I just write ship, 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 and it gets actually quite a bit of views. And then people engage with it. And so I think that's kind of where the baseline is here. Now, a couple things happened here. I posted, I think it was on the 11th, an ASO check. And what I was doing is I was sincerely trying to figure out if Grocerlist Pro was ranking for an eponymous search, like its own name on the App Store and the Play Store. And so I was like, you know what? It's going to be really hard for me to figure this out on my own. So I just posted on Twitter, and a bunch of people just started posting screenshots of how it was ranking, which was A, super helpful, and B, I think that also drove a lot of traffic to the website. And then the other one was the new website Who Dis post, which you can find right here. And that one actually got quite a bit of traffic to the website. Now, so those are the primary drivers of traffic. There's a third driver of traffic here, which is that I'm manually sending out batches of 10 to 20 emails per day to people who had signed up for the beta sign up. And I have about 650 emails from that. The majority of them are people from Twitter, and then the rest of them are people from Reddit who responded to paid advertising that I did to try to build an email list. Now for those, what I'm doing is I'm sending about 10 to 20 a day because what I want here is I want like a consistent flow of people running through the onboarding screens so that I can look at the onboarding funnel and then improve it for conversions, and not just conversions, but improve it for activation metrics as well. Because there's two types of people that go, well, there's three types of people. There's people who leave, who bounce from onboarding. We need to reduce that. And then there's people who buy the subscription at the end of onboarding. Those are our favorites. And then the third kind of people are people who dismiss the paywall and then go into the freemium tier, and then they have to activate. And activate basically means they have to use the product enough in order to want to pay for it when it comes time for them to do so. And so we use the onboarding metrics, we use onboarding funnels and also activation funnels to be able to figure that out. We can do different videos on that as well because I'm starting to get some great data, at least on the onboarding funnel. Now what we'll see here, going back to the website, is our store badge clickers are about 50-50 Apple, Google, or Apple, Android, with a little bit of an advantage to Apple. When you get into my actual subscription metrics, the ratio of people subscribing on Android on Apple is much higher than on Android. I think it's like 4-1 right now. But we can talk about that on another day. Now, what you'll notice here is that with all these campaigns, Twitter is easily my number one referrer to my website. And then you can see some people are coming from mail. And my guess is that the people coming through mail are a little higher quality because they've already opted in to the idea of Grocerlist Pro through like an email sign up. But the deliverability on that is not clear. And I'm still trying to figure out an email provider who can actually do what I need to do, which is send like 10 to 20 a day this email, because most of the email marketing providers, they just do full 100% blasts and then they do re-engagement after that. And that's not what I want at all. What I want is actually closer to what you'd find in like a cold email tool, which I think is really interesting. And honestly, there's probably something could probably do something there to provide a better email experience for businesses like mine. Next thing we'll talk about is a store badge conversion. So it looks like about 40 to 30% of people who are visiting the website are actually clicking on the badges. Now, unfortunately, this conversion rate does not include the scan to download. In order for me to get that conversion rate into PostHog, I would have to actually get data from branch.io into PostHog, which requires me to have a higher tier on branch.io in order to set up webhooks to export data as it comes in. And that's something I'll do at some point, but for now, I'm just not doing it. I can actually just go onto Branch's website and just look at the metrics if I need to figure out what they are. And I can just kind of do math in my head. But unfortunately, I made a mistake, and I'll bring it up now because you probably don't want to make this mistake, which is if you have a QR code, a scan to download on your website, don't use that in your email marketing because now all of a sudden your metrics are going to get blended together. So when I look at Branch metrics, I'm seeing both people who have scanned that and people who have clicked on links in my email marketing. So just be aware of that. The next thing is viewers by device type. The majority of people coming to the page are mobile, and the majority of people are coming from the United States. So I just want to make sure I talked about everything I wanted to. Yes, I did. So if you guys have any other questions, or if you want to see more videos like this, just go ahead and let me know. And thank you so much and enjoy your weekend.